What is up, guys? Packers Production today with another video for you guys, and today we're going to be going over the NFL Super Bowl logo conspiracy theory. And if you're an NFL fan, you should be pretty familiar with this, but if you are tuning in this video because you are interested about what I'm about to talk about, then I'll tell you right now. So basically, for the past about, I think, 10 years now, actually, there has been a conspiracy theory about the Super Bowl logo, and it contributes with the colors of the teams that are in the Super Bowl. And people actually started noticing this like about 3-4 years ago. But if you actually go back and look at the logos, some of it's a little fishy with the colors that they put in the Super Bowl logo match the teams that are in the Super Bowl. So a lot of people have stuff to say about this because, I mean, there's a lot of conspiracy theories that the NFL is rigged, it's staged, all that stuff, which, I mean, you could go back and forth all day about that. Nobody's ever going to figure that out. But it's getting pretty fishy with what we've seen over the past few years. And I'm going to get right into it right now. It all started with Super Bowl 50. That's when they started making, the kind of fancier Super Bowl logos and stuff like that. It was the 50th Super Bowl of the NFL. So it was a big gold 50. They worked really hard on it. You could tell it was a nice little animation they did for that. And before that, I mean, there really wasn't, colorful Super Bowl logos. They were just kind of like bland and cartoony, which the 90s, they actually had really, cool Super Bowl logos, in my opinion. I mean, they actually did pretty good on those, but there was no conspiracy theory about those back then because the colors didn't really match the teams. And, I mean, they just made pretty damn cool logos back then. But once they got more toward like the 2000s, all that, it kind of, they didn't really work on it that much. But then you got to Super Bowl 51. And this is where the conspiracy theory comes into play. It was a red logo. And I'm going to put all the logos on the screen that I talk about. And if you guys don't remember Super Bowl 51, it was the Falcons versus the Patriots. And the Falcons wore red that year in that Super Bowl. And they are red, have a red logo. So that was kind of the start of everything. No one really talks about that, but I kind of went through them and I looked at these. And I mean, I saw that one first. It was the year after. It was a red logo. And then you get to Super Bowl 52. I actually wrote these down. It was a blue logo. It was completely blue. And if you look at the team that played in that Super Bowl, it was the Eagles versus Patriots. That one's not too much. That one's not like a really conspiracy theory. But I mean, the Patriots do have some blue in their logo, so there's one right there. And then Super Bowl 53, it was the Rams versus Patriots, and they kept the same blue in that logo. So it was the same exact blue that they used for the last logo in this one, which I thought that was pretty, interesting. They used the same blue. They didn't really change it up that much. And this is when, the logo wasn't too fancy. I mean, they were just kind of adding like a little bit of color to it, adding the big LIII and stuff like that. But then you get to Super Bowl 54, and that was the Chiefs versus the 49ers. And that logo was like a yellow, it was kind of like a yellow, blue-yellow logo. So, I mean, there's yellow in there. Both teams have yellow in their, logos, which, I mean, 49ers is gold, but that's close enough. So it was like a blue-yellow logo. So, I mean, people hadn't caught on yet, but it's still something to talk about because both teams had yellow in their logo. Super Bowl 55, it was the Chiefs once again. And that was like a yellow-blue logo once again, which, I mean, once again, they have yellow in their logo. And that was when they played the Buccaneers that year, so they lost that game. But, I mean, there was still yellow in the logo, which I don't know how many times I'm going to say logo in this video, but, I mean, it's on the screen. Still yellow, has the Chiefs yellow in the logo, so, I mean, there's a conspiracy theory there, but nobody really talks about that one. And then Super Bowl 56, this is where it all started. And this is probably the biggest conspiracy theory out of all of them. The Super Bowl 56 logo had orange and yellow. And the Rams, who have yellow in their logo, played the Bengals, who are a fully orange team. This has so much orange and yellow in it, it's not even debatable. I mean, this one was kind of when people started like catching on, like, this is getting a little bit weird. Super Bowl 57, it was the Chiefs versus the Eagles. And this one, there is clearly red and green in this logo. Also, there's Puppy. So he agrees with the conspiracy theory. You know, he had a little bit to say about it too. But red and green, clear as day. This is when people caught on. They're like, okay, this is getting a little fishy. And then the next year, the NFL hits us with a purple and red logo, and that's when they played the 49ers. That was last year, and that one was like purple and red. So I mean, people are like, maybe it's not, but there's still red in the logo. I mean, there's still red in that logo. So I mean, you could still put a conspiracy theory on it like that. But then the last one was this year, Super Bowl 59 coming up, and the logo clearly has green and red in it, which it's going to be the Eagles versus Chiefs. The Eagles are green, the Chiefs are red, and it's clear as day in the logo. It's actually a pretty cool logo in my opinion, but I mean, they put both the colors in there, which just made people start chirping about the whole thing. So that was surprising to me. And now Super Bowl 60's logo actually came out, and it's completely blue. It's a blue logo. So we're going to see what happens. And I mean, the hot shot Lions, they're blue. So, I mean, anything can happen. They are a blue team. So, if the Lions end up in the Super Bowl next year, we know exactly what the NFL has been trying to do. But, anyways, there's a conspiracy theory for you. I mean, I kind of went all over the place in this video, but I mean, these were all the theories and all the colors. I mean, most of them actually match with, I mean, every team that's played in the Super Bowl in the past 5 years when the conspiracy theories have came out. But yeah, anyways, thank you guys for watching this video. This is very interesting. I'm not saying the NFL is rigged. I think it's just very interesting that they add the colors of the teams that are in the Super Bowl in the logo. So yeah, anyways, thank you for watching this video. Go Pack Go, as always. And yeah, we'll see what happens the next 10 years. I wonder what the rest will look like. But the next one, it's a light blue. So we'll see what happens. So anyways, thank you guys for watching this video. Go Pack Go. See you in the next one. Goodbye.